We often enter relationships believing that our partner is the source of our happiness or our pain. We think, if only they would change this one thing, I would be content. But what if the real work isn't about changing them, but about healing the parts of ourselves that are triggered by them? In The Inner Work of Relationships, Mathew Micheletti, Matt, and Ashley Cottrell, known to millions as the yoga couple, invite listeners on a transformative journey into the subconscious roots of romantic connection. This is not a standard relationship advice book filled with communication hacks or date night ideas. It is a deep, spiritual, and psychological exploration of how our childhood wounds, attachment styles, and unhealed trauma show up in our partnerships. If you are tired of repeating the same cycles of conflict and longing for a love that is both passionate and peaceful, this audiobook is your guide to conscious coupling. Matt and Ash begin by dismantling the myth of the perfect relationship. They argue that conflict is not a sign of failure, but an invitation to growth. Every argument, every moment of jealousy, and every feeling of abandonment is a signal from your inner child, a younger, wounded part of you that is asking to be seen and healed. The audiobook format is particularly powerful here because it features the actual voices of Matt and Ash. Their chemistry is palpable. They speak with warmth, vulnerability, and a playful honesty that makes complex psychological concepts feel accessible. Listening to them share their own struggles, Matt's journey with masculinity and emotional suppression, Ash's navigation of anxiety and self-worth, creates a sense of shared humanity. It feels less like being lectured and more like sitting in a circle with wise friends who have walked the path before you. The core of the book focuses on the concept of projection. Matt and Ash explain how we often project our unresolved issues onto our partners, blaming them for feelings that actually originate within us. They provide practical tools for identifying these projections, such as mindfulness practices, journaling prompts, and somatic exercises drawn from their yoga background. By learning to pause and look inward when triggered, listeners can stop reacting out of fear and start responding from a place of awareness. The narrators guide you through these practices with gentle, calming instructions, turning the audiobook into an interactive healing session. You aren't just learning about theory, you are experiencing the shift in real time. One of the most compelling aspects of The Inner Work of Relationships is its integration of Eastern wisdom and Western psychology. Matt and Ash bridge the gap between ancient spiritual practices like yoga and meditation and modern therapeutic frameworks like attachment theory and internal family systems. They show how breath work can regulate the nervous system during conflict and how mindfulness can create space between stimulus and response. This holistic approach addresses the mind, body, and spirit, offering a comprehensive toolkit for relational health. The narration captures this balance, shifting seamlessly between intellectual insights and embodied practices. It reminds listeners that healing is not just a mental exercise, but a physical and energetic one as well. Furthermore, the book emphasizes the importance of individual wholeness within a partnership. Matt and Ash argue that you cannot have a healthy relationship if you are not a healthy individual. They encourage listeners to take responsibility for their own happiness rather than outsourcing it to their partner. This shift from codependence to interdependence is liberating, allowing both partners to show up as their best selves. The audiobook highlights this empowerment with a tone that is encouraging and firm. It challenges listeners to do the hard work of self-love, knowing that it is the foundation of all lasting love. The inner work of relationships is a beacon for anyone seeking depth and authenticity in their love life. Mathew Micheletti and Cottrell have crafted a resource that is both intellectually stimulating and spiritually nourishing. Whether you are single, dating, or in a long-term marriage, this audiobook will help you understand the deeper dynamics at play in your connections. Press play, open your heart to the work, and discover that the key to a better relationship is not finding the right person, but becoming the right person. Your journey to conscious love starts within.